Hi and welcome. So we're back with another project from the two gentlemen that had me make the manifolds for the continuous cooling out of the annealing oven. And this is some Inconel, and they need this Inconel slit between 70 and 80 thousandths wide. The whole diameter of this stuff is not not a whole lot more than that all by itself. This is going to be a pretty challenging little project. Looks like it's a little over 1/8 inch, so I'm a little curious how I'm going to pull that off, because if you clamp down on it to cut it with something, it's going to crush as soon as you cut through it. So I'm not exactly sure what approach I'm going to take. Also, they have some of the stainless steel tubing that they got specifically for going into the manifolds. Their chucking lathe died, so they want me to just deburr the ends. All right, so deburring is not a big deal on the pipe like this. They provide me with the 5C col to the exact diameter of this material. It's an odd size, so I did not have it. But the interesting bit that I thought I'd mention at least is the lathe spider. So I put in 4 Allen screws, and they have, I don't know if you can see it there, they have nylon bushings on the ends so to gently hold the material, because if you let the stock just stick out, it'll beat your I don't know, the through tube on your lathe up, and the material can bend. I've had it happen once where even with the lathe spider it stuck out far enough that it spun around and was just a little bit out of round, and it bent itself and then spun around like a propeller blade, and if you're close that could really hurt you. So that's just a little bit of warning and good advice. Make yourself one of these. If you do even longer pieces, you end up using more supports with bearings. First up, trying to find the inside diameter of this material made of Inconel, and it looks like it's 116 thousandths. This pin gauge fits perfectly, and I can't get 117 in it at all. So what I'm thinking is I somehow have to make something 116 thousandths that'll fit inside, so that I can squeeze on it, so when I cut the top, I won't have any problem with the material collapsing over the cutter. Let's see what I can find. It turns out that number 0.116 is a number 32 drill bit, and this fits perfectly inside. So I could use this to squeeze on in a vise and squeeze the material onto this, and then not have it deform the inside too much. So now let's try and figure out how we're going to cut, because according to the drawing, let's head over here. According to the drawing, he wants the slot to be 70 to 80 thousandths. That's pretty wide. I'm really not sure how to pursue this, but we're going to think of something. All right, so here's idea number 1. First, we're going to indicate and find the center of this part. Then we're going to use a 2mm drill bit, end mill, and see if we can just cut down this length. The 2mm end mill, if I remember right, was 0.078 inches, and the acceptable range was 0.070 to 0.080, which will put it in range. So we're going to give it a shot. I don't know how I'm going to deburr this after. This whole thing's quite a trick, so I'm probably going to try multiple attempts. This is the number 32 drill bit inside. There's a single parallel underneath, and we need to indicate off this guy to find the center. So that's what we're going to do now. And what I found is that just to make sure I got it right, I'm just going to use the y divide by 2 to find the center on this guy. So that's 181 thousandths is what it says there. So now when I raise this up and I go back the other side, it should be minus 181, as the light just indicates. And now you do that as a sanity check to make sure I haven't screwed up. Yep, within a thousandth. Okie doke. Next, we're going to chuck this 2mm drill bit up and try and mill down the center of this guy. All right, so I think we're going to try like a 5 thousandths pass. This is Inconel, so never worked with it before, but I hear nightmare things about it. Alrighty. So let's crank these RPMs up. Ah, we're in back gear. Mostly my hand turning on all that lube. All right. Looks like we are centered. Another 5,000 depth of cut pass. Got the RPM at 3,000 currently. It actually worked, so I lucked out. I had to follow up with a razor blade and a file to clean up the flash and all of the burrs sticking out. But you know, the interesting thing is that it only cut down the very center, which I guess that makes sense because that would be the highest point of the curve on the inside, and it just touched it, so it left a ton of burr on both sides, and it was slightly connected at one side. So cut all that out, then filed it smooth, and I think we're good to go. Hopefully this will work for the client. Anyways, that was a really interesting project. I had never tried anything like that before. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you find it useful. Hope to see you next time.